How y'all doing, my people? Already crappie fishing. Yeah, know it been a while, but I'm back at you. And then this year we're gonna try something new. This year we're gonna do the 4 F's: faith, family, fishing, farming. Yeah. Later on down the line, we might have to add one more, and we call that fitness. Yeah. So this episode right here is gonna be about gardening. You know, last year I showed you my garden, but this year we doing it. I'm gonna be doing it for as long as I'm alive, as long as God bless me to be here. So with that being said, this year I decided to bring y'all along from start to finish to see the whole process, so we can learn how to eat healthy. We can learn how to feed our family healthy. We can do more than just go and catch fish, but we can put together a whole plate. We have the protein and the greens. So come with me this time. And I appreciate y'all for checking me out. I already started some, and I'm going to show you how I do this. But right now it's already started. I got some things already planted. I got some cauliflowers. This is just my nursery, first of all. Let me let you know that. It's just my nursery. I got cauliflowers already started, broccoli, collard greens, carrots, lettuce. All of this is lettuce, different kinds of lettuces. I got some garlic. This sage right here from last year, but sage, it made it through the whole year, so I'm gonna keep it going. I got some more lettuces in here. Those just seedlings. I got some kale already growing. And yeah. And today I already planted some things. I just got through with these right here, which are, I have hot pepper, eggplants, a straight neck squash, zucchini, dark green zucchini. I got bell peppers here. It's a mixed variety of bell peppers, and I got some white bush squash. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little tutorial on how to start gardening. I know a lot of people say that they don't have a green thumb, but I will help you out to say this. A lot about gardening is about information. A lot of things that you do in life is about information. With the right information and some dedication, and dedication means that you grow with your mistakes. Everybody gonna make mistakes. You learn from them. So as you grow with them, you'll learn how to do it. Because I'm not gonna say I come from a gardening family or anything like that, but I am in the South. I do believe in working hard, and if it can be taught, I can learn it. So and all what I do now is really from self analysis of get my own information and trial and error. So don't beat yourself up, just get out there and try it, see what you can do, because these days it's very important to know what every day, any day, but it is very key these days because the world is so fast. You don't know what you put in your body. You don't know what you put in your body, because everybody is supply and demand. Let's get back to the natural of it, that God put a seed within a seed so we can eat. So let's eat. This is one thing I normally use. I started doing it, I would say, year before last, and I use it now, and it's a cheap way. It's real easy on your pockets, and it's a good way. First of all, soil content is very important. I mean, key. You can't go plant seeds in rocks and thinking you're gonna get a plant from it, and then say, "Oh, I can't grow anything. I'm not good at that." A lot of times, it's research is key. First of all, know what you're putting in the ground, when is a good time to put it in the ground, and what soil texture you using. Me personally, in my seedlings, in my nursery, I normally go ahead and just buy me some good soil, some mid soil, and some good top soil. But last year I started my own composters. You may be able to see them back there. There's 2 composters behind me. I have a tall black one and a tall blue one, and as of lately I started a one on the ground. So this is some of the soil that I have from last year. After my first garden, what I did, I don't just waste the dirt out of because I do a raised bed garden. If you don't know what a raised bed garden is, it means that I'm not planting directly into the ground. I'm getting my own soil, And I do for a living. What I do for a living is maintenance. So I have a lot of access at free buckets. You may not have that 5-gallon buckets. I have really access as many as I want. So at this point, I might got 60, 70 buckets. So what I do is I turn those buckets upside down. I drill draining holes in them, and that's what I grow out of. And later on this year, I'm gonna let y'all roll with me throughout the whole process, so you'll see. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Seedlings, I start them cups, dollar store cups. You get 20 of these cups for $1. Now what you do is take your drill, get your drill bit, or if you don't have a drill, improvise. Find you something sharp that you can drill your little hole in for it to drain. Write the name of whatever you're gonna put in it on it, so you'll know what you have. And that's it. That's it. I was buying the little pod trays, but to tell you the truth, it's cheaper to buy the cups. I get 20 cups, and they tend to be reusable. You can do that, cause once you get you a good root ball at the bottom, a root foundation growing in your plants, you just turn them over, and I put them in my bucket. I turn them over, open up a hole, put them in my bucket with the soil, and I can put the cups back together. Put them in a bag, store them somewhere. So you spend $1, go get you 20 cups, drive your hole in it, pick out. Okay, so your next step is you're gonna grab your cup. You do not want to fill the cup completely up. I don't know if you can see it. Look like the sun's not really out right now, so. But I hope you can see. You do not fill the cup all the way up. You want to take your soil. You want to go about halfway, maybe. About halfway. What I normally do when I get it halfway, I poke down the sides of it. Cause sometimes, I don't know what climate you live in, but the climate that I live in down in Georgia, it gets extremely hot in the summertime. So sometimes it will make the soil draw up. Like, you see those gaps around it. Now, see, I don't want those gaps, so I poke it around the sides of it. And I only go halfway. I'm about right here. I only go halfway. And the reason why I do that is because when the seedlings start growing, you're gonna have a stem. When the stem come up, I want to be able to add some more soil to it. If I fill it all the way up, and when it starts growing, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So as it grows, I add soil around the stem to strengthen the stem. As it grow, I just add a little bit in, add a little bit in, add a little bit in. When I get to the very top, I buy mulch or wood chips. I normally want to put down some kind of mulch on top of it at the very top, so it'll try to hold some kind of moisture in the cup. So, cause that's very key, cause these cups are thin. You do not want your soil to get dry. That's key to root. That's key, cause a lot of people typically when they watering they plants, you're watering the top of the plant, but in actuality, you need to be watering the root ball. The root ball is what's going. The leaves are only gonna catch so much water, but that root ball, the water with the dirt being your soil being moist, the roots is gonna always pull from that and feed the flower. So you always want that to stay moist. So don't fill the cup all the way up. You want to do it halfway, and I'll be right back when we're ready to put the seeds in the ground. Well, I mean the seeds in the cups, and then I'll show you the step after that. What I do after that. Okay, we got all our cups ready, and I realized at first when I was talking, sometimes I do that. I put the cart before the horse. Sometimes I go too fast. What I was saying about my soil from last year. See, after I grow throughout the whole, let's say, spring period, the hot period, because you know you can grow vegetables. Only certain vegetables grow at certain times of the year, which I mean they They thrive at certain times of the year. Okay, so when that year is over, I take all those buckets that I have, I put the soil, I try to shake out as many roots as I can. Some I don't. Once you start doing it, you'll see what you can and cannot use. I put them in a compost, and throughout the period of it being in the compost, which really takes a full year. I know that sounds long, but to tell you the truth, it's not as long as it sounds, because you're gonna have things growing to take care of as well during that time while you have some in the compost. So while it's in the compost, when you begin to take down your crops, all the greens, all those, you don't throw them away, you put them into the compost. So you take that used soil and you rejuvenate it by putting in more things for it to break down. And when it break down, you know, you're gonna get you have worms and other insects that come along and break it down, and all it does is rejuvenate your soil so you can recycle it. You don't have to turn around next year and go and buy the same load of soil that you had bought. You only have to add a little bit to it. Be smart, be wise on your pocket. So like this year, I'm starting my garden. Last year I had to buy all the soil, cause I started it where we living at now. But this year I haven't bought any soil yet. This is all the soil that I had from last year. That when I broke down the garden, me and my family, anytime we eat in the house, we with any fresh vegetables, fruits, certain scraps in the yard. Me and my son come out and we cut grass like the browns, because with the compost, you know, browns and greens, dries and greens. So when it's cold, we take some of the brown, like dead leaves and small branches, you know, stuff like that, small things, and we add it to the compost. And throughout me and my family, we eat a lot of greens, vegetables and fruits. You know, my children love them. So we put all that back into the compost. We put that back in the compost, rejuvenating the ground. So it's using the things that God gave us, and we're not being wasteful from it. What we cannot eat or do not eat, we put back so we can use to grow more food. God gave it to us, a seed within a seed. So all of it can be utilized. Very little of it is trash. About the most thing I throw away out of a garden really is a root ball from a full plant. When I cut it, when we done with it and we chop it down, the root ball go. But everything else up top, all of that up top and the soil get rejuvenated. That's about the only thing that go. And some of those, to be honest, some plants, the roots are the seed. So all roots don't go away. You don't throw all of them away. Some of those are the seeds. But anyway, I'll just letting you know, okay? At the point we're gonna put in seed. With the seeds, some seeds can be very tedious. Like for instance, let me let y'all see these peppers. Pepper seeds. Very tedious. They're small seeds. That's why a lot of people don't want to put in seeds one at a time. That's why you see farmers make a whole row, so they can just go down the row and shake the seeds and the plant's gonna come up. But I warn you, when you're growing raised beds, you don't want to put too many of certain seeds in your pods, in your seedlings. Excuse me for a second. All this pollen out here, man, I had to blow my nose. But anyway, when you put too many seeds in one of your pods, you may get 2 or 3 plants that grow out of that pod. Now, if you go to put that in a raised bed in a bucket like I do it, those 3 plants can tend to be too much for one bucket. And when I say that, it's the demand for food and water and that root system. It's too much root system in one place, and that's all that is. Now, when they small, I'm not a big fan of trying to separate them when they small like that, because I don't want to damage the root ball, and you risk that. When they small and you try to separate them and plant them in individual, you probably have to nurse that plant back to health. Some people do it, some people don't. I personally, not a fan of it. So I normally have my 6-year-old daughter out here with me, and she real good She real good at getting small seeds and planting them one at a time. One at a time. I love her for that. That's my baby. But me and her dad, my hands is much bigger, and I cannot do that. I mean, like, my mental won't let me do it. So, certain things, that's what I do. I just do them one at a time, maybe 2 seeds in one pod at the most, because 2 plants can thrive in one bucket. I mean, something like a bell pepper. That plant gonna get pretty big. It's gonna get pretty big in the bucket. Its root system pretty much gonna take up a whole 5-gallon bucket. You probably have this much soil at the bottom, maybe 2 inches, 2 inches and a half. I ain't gonna say that. Maybe 1.5 inches of soil that is really like untouched by roots at the end of your seasons, maybe. But if you got a good growing plant, it's gonna go all the way to the bottom of that bucket. It's gonna utilize every single inch in that bucket, and that's really what you want, because you're gonna have a big, thriving, healthy plant. That last year, man, I got bell peppers maybe 8 months out of the year, 8, 9 months out of the year, and that's doing very well. Very well. And you know, we like I said, I'm in Macon, Georgia. We don't get real cold, but when it do get cold, it get pretty nippy because of the humidity, the wind that just push around here, and it'll kill off the plant. But last year, you know, God is good, man. God is good. It blessed it to be that way. But anyway, yeah, make sure you doing them one seed at a time. After you plant your seed, you take a little bit more soil and take it up just a little bit more. When I say that, maybe 1/8 of an inch of soil on top of it. That plant go, and then once you put your seed out, you take it up 1/8 of an inch. Put 1/8 of an inch more soil on top of it, and water it just a little bit. You don't want it wet. You do want it moist, but not saturated. You don't want to saturate it. So wet it and let it sit. And let God do the rest. Let God do the rest. So after you do that, okay, I got all my seeds in. I'm gonna add just a little bit of dirt to it. Just a little dirt to it. Look, just to cover the top. So can't no bird or anything like that come by and eat the seed out of it. And when you water it, if you too heavy-handed, because some people are too heavy-handed, you're gonna wash the seed right out of the soil. You don't want it to be sitting on top of the soil. You want it to be down in the soil. You don't want to pack it in. I'm just rubbing this in. I'm rubbing my sides really, but don't pack it in. Just let it fall in naturally. You really want it to just fall in and be covered, and that's all. Cover it up. Do it like that. And add you some water to it. Add you some water to it and start. I do want to let you know this pre-warning, just to let you know, look, yes, gardening is working. It is work, but it's worth it. It's nothing like going in the backyard being able to feed your family out of something you put work into, different than working and getting a paycheck and going to the grocery store. Also, it's more healthy. You know exactly what you're giving your family, and you know exactly what you're eating. It's whatever you put in it. A plant, take it like a person. You are what you eat. So staying away from pesticides, and in future videos, I'll show you how you can do that. But staying away from a lot of chemicals and things you don't need, and going organic and doing it for yourself, being self-sufficient on that is so fulfilling, and it's life-changing really. But I encourage everybody to be blessed, put God first, then go do your self-sufficient, awesome gardening. Love your family, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I ask that you please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, please. Green thumb today anyway. Share the video, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe out here, especially with everything going on in the world. But if you put God first, you gotta worry about the rest of that. You know what I mean? I encourage anybody, if you don't know Jesus Christ, get to know him. You know? All right now, RD Crappy Fish next time.